I wanted y'all to read my shirt. That's why I'm standing like this. I think it's really cool. It's from this brand called Ladies Nation. But yeah. Oh, hey Dion, hey everybody. I'm my normal 2 minutes late. Because normally nobody's here on time when I first get here, so that's why I just started coming a couple minutes late. Because I'm like, ain't nobody here. But it's just me and you right now, Dion, I guess, and whoever number 2 is. Anyway, let's get into this video. So today I'm trying to dupe out the Notoriously Morbid palette. You can use code Dion. It's 15, right, Dion? Dion 15 to purchase from Notoriously Morbid about one of the palettes we're going to talk about. You could also use code Dion to purchase from Nomad, because I have like I think 2 or 3 palettes in here from Nomad that's actually going to dupe out a couple of the palettes we're talking about today. So make sure you use code Dion at checkout if you need to purchase these from Nomad if you're interested. Nomad is having a sale right now though, so you have to use Earth 25. But any other time after the sale is over, make sure you use code Dion. Now let's get into this video. So we're going to start off with the okay, Notoriously Morbid code is Dionluvs15. Okay, pin it to the video, Dion, so that when they run it back, they'll know. Or I'll try to pin it later. But yeah, so I'm going to start off with the one from Notoriously Morbid. I'm pretty sure it was called the Secret Garden or Secret Grunge. It was something. No, Neon Grunge. I'm pretty sure it's Neon Grunge. Anyway, so I grabbed a few palettes from my collection because y'all know I love a bright moment. So of course I had to start off with the fun, bright moment. So I'm gonna start off with this ColourPop palette from ColourPop and the Powerpuff Girls. Now I did alter mine just a little bit. Oh yeah, the code Dion is non-affiliated, so she's not making a commission off it if you do want to purchase any of the stuff from Nomad, because I do have a Nomad palette in this pile, and then I have a Nomad palette in the next pile. But yeah, so I did recreate my ColourPop palette, so just keep that in mind. It's not like a brand new palette. I recreate my palettes. I do videos on how I recreate them according to other palettes in my collection, and then I show them to you. So if you're interested in that, you can go check out my channel after this. But so this is what mine looks like. There was like I think an orangish pressed glitter in here, but I took it out and then I added a couple of shades to it. So I feel like I added this shade, and like I might have added this shade. I'm not exactly sure, but I know I added a couple of shades in here to make it the color that I wanted it to be. And it's giving very much similar vibes to that one. Just keep in mind though, this one has like an extra neutral shade going on, and there's only 8 shades in that one. So this does not have the purple that that one has. So it's like it would cross out this section and have to put a purple in it for it to actually match the palette we're talking about. But I just wanted to show off my cute little palette. Hey Sue, what time is it over there? Hey Sarah. But yes, I wanted to show you all this one. Now let's get into the one from Nomad, especially since Nomad is having a sale. So if you did not necessarily want to pick up the palette from Notoriously Morbid, you can go ahead and pick up this palette from Nomad, and it's currently on sale right now. This is what it looks like on the inside. It's definitely giving similar vibes to that palette. You get the blue, you get the purple, you get the pink, and you get some green. So I'm definitely here for it. It's 4:35 in the morning. Oh, good Lord, Sue. But thank you for stopping by, because that's, man, I don't know if I would be up that time of morning, but I'd be like editing, not watching somebody's YouTube video, so thank you. But yeah, so this is what it looks like on the inside. I definitely love the color story of this. You can use code EARTH25 and get a discount on your purchase from Nomad right now, and they're going to donate 5% back to help the planet. But yeah, I love the color story of this. I've done several really nice looks with this. My bestie Dionluvsmakeup, who's moderating down there, she has done several gorgeous looks with this palette as well. I love the color story of this. This is probably one of my like top 5 favorite Nomad palettes for sure. So I feel like this could be a good contender for us to do the neon one. Just keep in mind, this isn't as neon. This is more bright than neon. I think I only have one like truly neon palette, and they don't make it anymore, unfortunately. Wait, no, sorry. I have 2 neon ones, but one brand is kind of controversial for me. Sorry. Anyway, next, let's go on to Cosmic Delights. So first, we started off with the Nomad one, and this is for the Neon Grunge palette from Notoriously Morbid. So, Delicious Delights now. It's Monday morning. Oh, Lord. You got to get ready for work soon. But yeah, this is what it looks like on the inside. Again, it's giving all the colors we need. You got the purple, you got the pink, you got the green, you got the blue. But it's not giving very much neon. But I will say this one is the one I feel like had the most shimmers with the most shifts besides the Nomad one I showed you. So I tried to show off the ones I felt like were closest to it first, besides the very first one I showed you from ColourPop that I recreated, that I just thought gave a nice color story to it, and might be a simpler look for someone who isn't looking for a whole bunch of neon or a whole bunch of shifting shades. So yeah, so this one right here is for the Notoriously Morbid palette. Now we're going to get into some fun ones. So, do you all remember this one? This is the Lethal Cosmetics 1-Up palette. They made a 1-Up and then they made a 2-Up. So, this is the 1-Up. I definitely feel like the 1-Up gives a little bit of the vibes of that palette as well. Because, see, you get the pink, the purple, the blue, and the green. I will say, though, like, none of these are giving that pastel neon-y vibe. I feel like this one is somewhat close to it, but it gives you some nice deeper tones to use, too. And that's what I liked about this one. Because even though I do want the bright neon shades that are on the outside, I like to have a deeper outer V. So, that's why I, you know, made sure that I picked a palette that had outer V shades that were deeper for anyone who's interested in that, because you don't have to do the look exactly the way that palette makes it, especially if you're using stuff out of your own collection already. So I think this is a good contender. And again, it has some shades that shift. So this shade shifts, and this shade shifts, and this shade and this shade shifts. So like 4 of the shades that you would match up with the colors that are in that actual palette actually shift, except for the blue. Now, they do have a deeper blue. Their blue isn't as light and bright as the other one, but it still has the green and the pink and the purple. So I feel like this could be a good contender. So far, which one are you all feeling? So far, I know the one I really want to use is just, I'm kind of controversial about the brand. Oh, that's why you, okay. Yeah, I totally understand. And I'm not mad at you for it. I'm just glad you were able to show up for this one. So far, I'm kind of feeling the vibes of this one the best so far. Just based upon, like, it being somewhat bright. If you don't have it, it being a good alternative and being at an affordable price right now, when I'm gonna film this video this week before the sale ends. So I'm thinking Nomad so far, but you all can tell me which one you're liking the best so far down below. And then at the end, we'll go over both of them again. You can tell me which ones we're picking for the video, because that's why I don't have any eyeshadow on. I'm literally gonna go film like whichever one you pick for one day, and then like for the new makeup released on Thursday, I'll film the other one. Next, we're going into Surge. I remember you telling me about this one being on sale, Sue, where you are, but like a while ago, but I'm sure it's gone now. But this is the one I felt like had the most matte shades to match. But I remember the shimmers in this palette not being that great. The shimmers in here were just kind of like, you know, mediocre. But I think this is their second palette, and this is the first time they had put shimmers in a palette. So that's why they're not that great. Her shimmer formula is quite a bit better now, but this was an early on palette, so just keep that in mind. That's another reason I don't necessarily want to use this one. Plus, I remember having trouble with one of these shades. It was either this yellow one or this green one that didn't work out the best for me. This is one I'd probably have to pat like all over the lid. I can't just like use as a transition shade or a crease shade where I have to blend it out because the color like blended away for me. I had to pat it on quite a bit. So that's another reason I'm not necessarily excited to use this one. But if you all want to use it, then we can. It's just, it's not going to have the shifting shimmers in it that it's supposed to have. So that's what you have to keep in mind. But it has a lot of the neon matte tones in it. So I feel like it would be a good contender. And the last one we have to talk about, at least for this set, and then we can go over this set and you all will hopefully pick one out, or at least weed it down to like a couple so we don't have to go through all of them again. We have the Rick and Morty and Glam Light palette. This one was controversial just because of the issues that one of the people that voices either Rick or Morty in the show had DV and SA allegations, if I remember correctly. And this one doesn't have, I mean, some of the shades shift, but a lot of them don't. But again, you can see it has all the shades you need. It has the purple, it has the pink, it has the green, and it has the blue in it. So that's why I want to pull this one out and show it to you all. It does have a few other shades in it. It does have quite a bit more variety than that palette does, but it's something to keep in mind. So I was tied between this palette and the Nomad palette. But what are you all thinking? If we have to choose between these two, or was there another one that you prefer that you'd rather, you know, like have? Which one are y'all feeling? So I'll put these two to the side and then we can come back, or you can tell me throughout all of them which ones you like. Okay, somebody's comment was held for a review, so it means you probably said something you had no business saying. That happened to me yesterday too, Deanna. I don't know what happened. A couple of comments got held for review, so it's like I don't know what they do. Because you don't see, oh, Rick and Morty. Oh, wow, really? Because I did a couple looks at them. I battled them against the Cosmic, sorry, not the Beauty Moon Cosmetics palette. Yeah, I like the Nomad one too. Or the, or the Blend Bunny. Okay, I'll put Blend Bunny and Nomad. So far it's looking like y'all liking Nomad, Blend Bunny, and Glam Light. So let me put these other two down. Now let's move on to the next set. So y'all know we got to do the Salem palette. I know the bestie's loving the color story of that, so I wouldn't be surprised if I see her pop up with it because it is definitely her color aesthetic. But I actually found a couple of Nomad palettes that I thought were really similar to it. So I figure I'll start off with those, and then I'll go into the other brands that I have with them. Remember, after the sale is over with Earth 25, you can use code Dion. But I feel like the New Zealand Stargazing palette was really similar to it. Because mine is like the red in there. I feel like this gives the same like color story and vibe to it. I definitely do. It's really similar to the Salem palette. All these colors that they have in there. Except I feel like they chose pink and the Salem one has red. Otherwise, I feel like it's giving very much the exact same thing. This purple, this blue here, I feel like maybe we could mix it in with this gray and that would make it work a whole lot better. But yeah, I definitely see myself interested in possibly using this one, because immediately when I saw that palette, it made me think of this one, and I was just like, this is just gonna give pink instead of red. But it still has the purple, it still has the blue, and I can use those tones in it to make it work. Okay, hello Eric. Then there's the Nomad Haunted Europe palette. Now I know at first glance this probably doesn't look like it just because of, you know, the color story that's going on with it, but you got to think we would only be using this half of the palette. And what does this half of the palette look like? A lot like the Salem palette, right? It looks a lot like the Salem Cosmetics palette. Hello. I don't know about this like orangey-ish shade right here, or I guess that's supposed to be like a dark brown. I'm not sure, but I feel like this gives a lot of the Salem Cosmetics one as well. Okay. Yeah, I'm really feeling this one right here. Hey. And again, both of these are on sale for 25% off right now on Nomad's website. Use code EARTH25 and you can get a discount. But I don't know. I feel like Stargazer is going to be a little bit better just personally for me because of all the tones it has in it. But as you can see, both of them have really similar tones to it. So, well, hello, Anthony. Or free Anthony. Okay. Now we have the Juvia's Place Afro Galactic palette. Now this one, I felt like it gave a little bit of that, but it still, you know, wasn't exact. However, this was the only one I could find in my collection that had similar tones in that palette that also had the reds. Because I was trying to find as much as I could of the palette, and this red is definitely, you know, a part of that palette. The only thing is I feel like it doesn't have like the powdery blue if we use this one. Let's see, we got, this is like a purplish shade, and I don't have like a shade that I can mix with this one to make it more of a blue. So this was like more like, yeah, it's going to have the red, but it's going to be lacking the blue type vibes. And it looks quite jumbled when you look at it, but it's like I can see a way to make a look out of it that will be similar to that palette. So this one was kind of just like a, we'll see how the crowd feels about it. But, you know, like I was thinking with the red in it and a lot of, or a similar enough amount of the other colors that we needed in order to put in the palette, so, or make the look with the palette. So that's why I chose this one. So far the Nomad ones are winning for me, and this one as well. Then I have the Sinister palette from Cosmic Beauty. This was when the Halloween bundle came. I got this along with, I think it was like 3 lipsticks. I think I sent 1 or 2 of them to Dion, and then there was a couple of cream blushes, and I sent one of those to Dion too. But yeah, so there's one. Only thing is this one has doesn't have the blue in it again. So it has gray, but it doesn't have the blue. But it does have like purple. So I was wondering if I could mix the gray and the purple and make some sort of like bluish tint. I'm not that good with color theory, if you can't tell. So I'm like, I'm not sure, but I feel like this could possibly be a good contender because it does have a lot of tones in it. And again, this is one that has the reds in it that the other palettes don't have. So I tried as hard as I could to find palettes that had reds in them in addition to the other shades that she put in that palette. I'm sorry, no, Joe. But yeah, I kind of like this one, and I feel like we could make it work and just have to leave the blue out of it. But you know, let me know what you think. And then we got one more to talk about. So I picked Silvery Bells from Ulta just because I felt like it could be a good option as well. Again, it has a lot of the reds, but it's lacking the blue, but it has enough of the other tone I feel like, at least, to make up for the fact that it doesn't have the blue. So it just depends on if you all want to see the red with the look, or if you want to see the blue with the look, which one of the palettes that we pick. Because if you want to see the blue with the look, I feel like we can choose between the Nomad New Zealand and the Nomad Haunted Europe palette. I saw people on timeout for 300 seconds and stuff. I was just like, oh, okay. And then if you want more of the red, thanks, Dion, you can use Silvery Bliss, or we can use Sinister. So do you all want more of a red look when it comes to duping the Salem palette out, or do you want more of a blue look? Because for blue looks, we have to choose between the Nomad palette, so the Stargazer or the Haunted Europe. And then if we want more of the reds, we need to choose between the Cosmic Beauty Sinister and the Silvery Bliss from Ulta. So which one are y'all going for? Oh, so Cosmic Bliss, or sorry, Cosmic Beauty or Nomad. Okay. Red and Vampy. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Because I'm like, okay, so I guess we'll just choose between the Nomad Stargazing and the Cosmic Beauty Sinister. So which one y'all feeling or vibing with when it comes to these? Also, we still need to pick out the final ones between the three of these for the first palette. So, I don't know. I like the Blend Bunny one, but like I said, I feel like we're not going to be able to do a shimmer. So, we'd have to do like an all matte look with this one. Just because none of the shimmers in here are going to match. Because every shimmer, I think, had a shift just about. But I feel like we could pull this off. So, you want Cosmic Beauty for the first one? Okay. So, Sarah says Cosmic Beauty. You with her, Dion, for the Cosmic Beauty one? Because I'm feeling like we can make this work. And since I feel like I don't use that much red, but we know me, I'm always using some blue, that this would definitely be like more exciting for you all, because I use a lot of blue. So, okay, yeah. So, we're going with Cosmic Beauty according to Sarah and Dion. So, we'll take this one. So, I'll take the rest of this stuff back. Now, we need to pick out one for here. So, okay, Nomad for the first one. Do you say Nomad for the first one, Dion, or should we do Glam Light too? Because I'm like, I can do members only for like the Glam Light one, Dion, if you want to see this one used too, and then I'll just do the Why You Don't Need for like everyone when it comes to the actual Nomad palette. Because I'm thinking we can do that. So this will be the one that we use for everyone to see for the Why You Don't Need for that. And then I'll do a members only one with the Glam Light one for this one. Okay, sounds good. I have to go and start these eye looks. So I'm going to go now and film the Cosmic Beauty Sinister one for the Salem eye look. And I will try to edit that one over this week. And then when I do the new makeup releases film Thursday night, then I'll do the Nomad one. And then Friday night, I will film the members only Glam Light one. And then we should be good to go, you guys. So that's it. That's all I got. I will talk to you all later. I have to go home and make Adriangameover dinner. So bye.